Welcome to the Get Your Goal podcast, the place where ambitious, deep-thinking women chart their own course, exploring the mindset, emotions, and daily practices that help you get your goal your way by being unapologetically you. I'm your host, Paula B., Master Certified Life and Goal Coach and creator of the Daily 3 Journaling Framework. On this podcast, you'll learn to navigate your unique path to success by using the most powerful tool in your kit, your own internal compass. Ready for the adventure? Let's go. Hello, friend. Today is an intentionally very short episode of this podcast because I am conducting an experiment. I have an idea. I have a thing that I want to share with you. I have a nugget of wisdom, if you will, that I want to share with you. And I decided that this is something I'd like to do once in a while. Ordinarily, I love long form content. Often when I see a podcast that's very short, I'm like, maybe I'll listen to that. Maybe I won't. So hopefully you will decide that you would like to listen to this because this is the kind of episode that I'm going to be sprinkling in sometimes. And maybe it'll become so regular that this will be something I do all the time. In any event, this one's short on purpose. And this is the thing that I want to talk to you about today. And it's right there in the title. If you can't believe it, you can't have it. And by it, what I'm talking about is your goal. Here's why I'm thinking about this. And we're both just going to put all judgment aside when I tell you this story. I watch a lot of home and garden television. In fact, it is almost the only thing that I watch. That's not true. I also watch The Pit. I watch plenty of home and garden television. And here is something that I know about those renovation shows that I happen to love. I love the emotional drama of this transformation. Hey, me as a goal coach, what? I love transformation. Yes, I do. And what I have noticed so often when you binge watch any kind of a show on TV, you'll start to notice that the same thing happens every time. And here is part of the formula that I'm not sure if it's actually an intentional part of the formula or if this is something that is just so regular that maybe people don't really think about it. At the transformation, the reveal, when a person walks into their house that has been renovated, the thing that they say almost every single time is, oh my God, I can't believe it. I can't believe that this is our house. I can't believe that our bathroom is so nice. I can't believe that our kitchen looks so good. And here's what I want you to know in the title of this podcast. If you can't believe it, you can't. And I'm going to actually change the wording. You won't be able to keep it. Here's my thing around here. I'm not just about getting your goal, even though that is the name of my business. I am about not just getting your goal, but having your goal, being the person who is the person who has your goal. I am about total transformation, not losing weight so that you can go to a special occasion, not running a race one time and then moving on to a new thing, not publishing one book and then being like, well, I guess I'm done here. Or, oh, that was really hard. I'm never going to do it again. Not doing things one time and then going back to your regularly scheduled life, but like being the person with your goal. And the way that you get to keep your goal is to believe it. Now, I know that surprised reaction, I mean, first of all, it does make for good TV. And second of all, it might be a little bit of what you are even picturing when you are doing your Daily 3 journaling. Daily 3 journaling includes 3 kinds of journaling that rewires your brain. Number 1 is future self. And this is where I want to show you that if your future self, when you are imagining yourself getting your goal, that moment when you cross the finish line or that moment when your published book shows up on your doorstep, when you get the advanced copies, like that moment when you stand in your accountant's office and you're talking about your revenue for the year in your business, that moment of getting your goal, if part of your imaginary scenario includes you being overwhelmed with emotion and either saying or at least feeling some version of, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It finally happened. I can't believe it. What I would love to gently offer you here in this nugget of a podcast is that you can. Like, I know that sounds so simple, right? But sometimes mindset work really is. The simpler, the better. In fact, you can believe that your goal is, dare I say it, inevitable. And here's what I mean by that. Here is how I have turned this phrase around in my own mind, because trust me, I have had that future self, imaginary self, crossing the finish line of, as you may or may not know, my goal right now, one of the goals that I am working towards is qualifying for and then running the Boston Marathon. And I very often picture myself qualifying for Boston, like crossing the finish line of that marathon where I ran faster than I even thought I could. And I crossed the finish line and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I did it. And I have caught myself thinking that. And here's how I have gently restructured my future self. My future self crossing that finish line says some version of, this was always one of the options. Because my friend, it is. Getting your goal is an option. It's not the only one. I mean, I just used the word inevitable, but it's not the only option available to you, but it is one of the options. Right now, you are far, far, far more likely to believe that the other option, the not getting your goal, is probably more likely, more reasonable, more like, well, it's how things have gone for the rest of my life. So maybe I'll get that. And that is why it feels so unbelievable to picture yourself with your goal. But my love, it's one of the options. You can believe it. Try that on for size. And that's part of what we're doing here with this nugget of a podcast. I'm giving you homework. Doesn't everybody listen to a podcast to get homework? I'm giving you 2-part homework here. Number 1, start noticing how often either you personally say something like, I can't believe it, or how often you hear other people saying it. All you got to do is go watch like literally anything on home and garden television. Somebody on that show, no matter which one you're watching, is going to say, I can't believe it, when they have some kind of transformation. Notice and observe you and the people around you and or on television, how often we say we can't believe something. That observation will already start opening your mind and opening your mindset to this idea that not believing a thing is one of the options, but the other option available to you is to believe it. You could believe that this is your bathroom. You could believe that you can qualify for Boston. You can believe, well, anything. So there's your homework. Notice how often you or other people say, I can't believe it, and gently massage that phrase in your brain. You're welcome to try on this was always one of the options. If you like that one, if that phrase doesn't feel good in your body, that means it doesn't work for you. Try massaging it in a way that works for you. You can believe some version of you getting your goal. My friend, I hope you enjoyed this. I would love to hear from you. There are ways to get in contact with me. Let me know what you think about this nugget of an episode. Thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you again soon. No matter where you are on your goal-getting journey, I'm here to help. Get started by watching the free Daily 3 Masterclass to learn the simple journaling framework that rewires your brain for success. Move forward with confidence at your pace with one of my goal-specific guided journaling experiences. And when you're ready for immersive exploration with fellow travelers just like you belong in the Get Your Goal membership. Find it all and join the adventure at getyourgoal.com.